Hey everybody, this is Nikki with Messages from Light. I wanted to kind of talk to you guys today about our personal relationship with the divine, as well as finding your personal truth. So when I started focusing on today's message, the thing that I kept hearing loud and clear was that I needed to discuss the basics. And a lot of times when you've been doing something spiritual and spiritually based for a long time, you tend to forget how hard it is to build that initial relationship. And so I thought I would kind of go back to the basics a little bit and discuss the fact that, you know, you have to have a personal relationship with your divine. And I say divine because I don't want to label it. Whatever you consider your divine, whatever path you choose to follow, whatever religion you choose to follow, that's right for you at this point in your life, or you wouldn't be following it. If it's not right for you, then you'll figure that out at the right time and at the right moment, and you'll find the right way. I fully believe that we are constantly moving on a path of self-knowledge, self-discovery, and that along with that comes discovery of the divine. And by having a close personal relationship with the divine and not depending on outside sources such as clergy and pastors and, all of these different people that try to tell you how you should believe and how you should live your life and what you should do and the type of person that you should be. Um, Everyone is different. So no clergy is going to be able to answer to every single person that comes before them. The best thing that I can tell people to do, and the thing that I encourage people to do, is to find your own divine, find the divine within you, find the divine that speaks truth to you. That could be a mix of things. For me personally, I have beliefs from multiple different branches of religion and multiple different belief systems, and not all of them correlate. But for me, in my own mind, in my own learning, through my intuition, they do, and they work for me, and that's all that matters. The only thing that matters when you're dealing with your divine and you're working towards a closer relationship with your divine is that it's helping you to become a better person. It's helping you to view your flaws in a way that allows you to change them rather than in a way that causes you to fear them. Because if we fear our flaws, then we're going to try to hide them and bury them, and we're not going to fix them. And as long as we're not fixing them, they're never going to stop coming to the surface, because we know that every time we think we have something beat and we think we finally got something locked down, what happens? Something comes along and it pops that door open, and oh, here we go again. We're on that roller coaster. Everything works in a spiral. Just because you've dealt with something doesn't mean you've fully dealt with it. Just because you've worked through something doesn't mean that you've gotten all of the little bits and pieces out. There are still going to be things that come up. And having that personal relationship with your divine allows you to deal with those things as they come up. It allows you to talk to your divine, to work through those things. It allows you to have a close connection with your divine and your guides. And I'm not going to tell you that it's easy, because in the beginning, it's never easy. It's going to seem very sporadic. You're going to feel like you're not hearing anything. You're going to feel like, well, evidently my internal doesn't like me because I got nothing. It's fine. You can feel that way to begin with. Don't give up. The thing that most of us forget is how much of a struggle it is in the very beginning to open yourself to listen to the messages that the divine is giving you all the time, to see the messages all around you. For me personally, they use everything to give me messages. They will use my radio, they will use my computer, they will use my Facebook, they will use anything, my children, anything to deliver a message, and you only have to be receptive and open to it. And the more you talk to them and the more you tell them that you want these messages, and the more you're watchful and you're open to receiving these messages, the more you will see them start to happen in your life, until you get to a point where every time you start to question or you start to doubt what you know you need to be doing, they're going to be in your face. They're going to be putting things in your face to the point where you're just kind of like, okay, smart aleck, fine, I got it, I understand, I'm done. I'm going to go do it, leave me alone. Because they will just keep it in front of you. Your guides are here to help you. That's something that we need to understand. Your guides, angels, the divine, all of these things, they're all here to help you. They're all here to help you get through what we have to deal with here in human form, being on earth, dealing with all of our human emotions, dealing with all of our angers, all of our jealousies, all of our human day-to-day issues. Their whole job is to help us get through. So use them to do that. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, don't be afraid to talk to them. Don't be afraid to call on them. I talk to my guides. I talk to my divine like they're my best friend. I talk to them like they're sitting in my room with me. My kids have heard me numerous times just randomly say something to one of my guides. It's part of my life. It's part of who I am. It's something that I've always known. My husband was raised within the church. He was raised within Christianity and then later chose to leave that branch of belief. But it took him a while to build that divine inside himself and to build that personal relationship, because most of his life he had been taught that that relationship came from, church and doing what you were told by the pastor and doing what everybody said and what everything, following the rules. That was how your relationship with God grew. And that if you didn't follow the rules, then God was going to punish you. Do not get me wrong. I'm not bashing Christians in any way, shape, or form. There's extremists in every branch of religion. I don't care what you're looking at. There are extremists everywhere. I'm talking in generalize about extreme spiritual religions that try to force people into their way of thinking. And when you're raised in the extreme side of things, it's very hard to build that internal relationship sometimes. And so I just need you to know that if you keep working at it, you will get there. If there are things within your belief system that don't work for you, then don't follow them. That's okay. Your decisions, your relationship with your divine is yours. It's internal. Only you have a say in that. No one else has the right to tell you how that should be or what that should be. I personally choose to talk to mine like they're my best friends. I think it's perfectly okay to get angry with my guides, to get angry with the divine at times, because honestly, divine timing, it's not human timing. I mean, we all know that what we want done never happens on the same time schedule that we think it needs to happen. It always happens on a time schedule that's above our understanding. So we know that not everything is going to happen the way that we want it to. We know that we're going to hit ups and downs. We know that we're going to struggle. We know that there are going to be moments when our faith is tested and when we have a very hard time believing. When we have these moments, it's okay to question. It's okay to go to God or to go to your guides and say, hey, look, I think you screwed up somewhere because this isn't the way this was supposed to be. It's okay to do that. They encourage that because you're still coming to them. You see, they don't care. They don't expect you to come to them on bended knee. They don't expect you to exalt them. They just want you to come to them. Do you understand? Your divine, your higher consciousnesses, your angels, your guides, whatever name you want to call it by, it just wants you to reach out. And if you'll do that, and then you'll be open to receive what they're bringing in, I promise you, you will build that internal relationship. And as you build that internal relationship, you build trust. And you build trust not only in your relationship with the divine, but you build trust in your life. You build trust in the timing of your life. You build this peace that, allows you to be in the midst of chaos and yet still be okay. Because we've all been there. We've all been in the midst of chaos and we've all had our mind going a million different ways and we just wanted something to make it stop. I'm telling you, that divine center is in you already. You just have to find your own divine. You have to find your own path to it. You have to find your own truths. Don't go by what someone tells you. Go look, go study. We're in the age where anything you want to know is at your fingertips. Why are you still listening to somebody else? Go find out for yourself. Go learn. Find out what speaks truth to you. And then when you find it, stand on it. Make your guides, make your divine your friend. Have conversations with them. If you need to yell and scream, yell and scream. At least you'll feel better when you're done. And who knows? Maybe it'll help. But at least you're going to them. No matter what the problem, no matter if it's happy, sad, good, bad, doesn't matter. You're still choosing to go to your higher self. You're still choosing to go to your light. And as long as you're choosing to do that, your internal light's going to grow. It's going to build and it's going to shine out and it's going to reach other people. And that's all we have to do as human beings. All we have to do is grow our inner light, let it shine out, and let it help other people. I really think that's about it for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like it, subscribe to it, leave comments. I'm always looking for new video ideas and new ideas of what to talk about. So I'd love to hear what you'd like for me to speak on. Until tomorrow, everybody have a good day. Thanks. Bye.